We mentioned in the lesson defining the term dissertation that more than just the researcher's expertise and knowledge determine the success of a dissertation. So let's review some of the spoken and unspoken expectations of your university's graduate school, department, and advisors. Once you've finished your coursework and passed your candidacy exams or comprehensives, the graduate school expects you to have developed the following important skills, knowledge, and expertise, starting with research skills, including rules for the use of sources. Graduate school also expects you to have familiarity with important literature, understand theories, conceptual frameworks, paradigms in your field of study. The graduate school also expects you to have developed academic writing skills, including summary writing, synthesis, research writing. They also expect you to have developed time management skills and communication skills. And finally, they expect you to be familiar with graduate school procedures, deadlines, and materials. Your being a student in an academic department is similar to being an apprentice. You take courses under professors who are experts, assist in their research, write up some parts of the report or manuscript, then gradually take more responsibility for the whole process. Now that you're at the end of your apprenticeship and beginning your dissertation, let's review some of your department's expectations. Let's start with their expectation that you have knowledge of qualitative or quantitative research methods, empirical, theoretical, statistical approaches. They also expect knowledge of current studies and the state of the art in your field and subfield of specialization. They expect you to be familiar with the discourse or writing style of your field, also familiarity with relevant dissertations, including the dissertation of your advisor. And they'll finally expect you to have probably published a research article in a peer-reviewed journal or given a paper at a conference. The one person you will be working closely with is your advisor, who will have his or her own expectations depending on past experience with advising and even his or her own dissertation process, as well as his or her current faculty status. Some advisors will be busier or be more available on campus than others. So it's important to talk to your advisor, not just about your research, but also about how you should be communicating with him or her and your committee members. Other questions you might want to address with your advisor are: how often do you meet to discuss your progress? When does your advisor want to see your drafts? How long before you expect feedback? Your advisor's expectations will include that long list of expectations in the previous lessons from the graduate school and your department. Make sure, in general, to follow the agreed time frame and plan, and also to keep your advisors informed of your progress. Some students choose to work with two advisors because their topic perhaps has a multidisciplinary or a hybrid nature that requires two experts. Remember, however, that having two experts to work with require double the communication demands on you. Although I've grouped these expectations according to their sources, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whose requirements they are. Keep the dissertation project in perspective. It's the final requirement to get your doctoral degree. It's a means to get published, but not the only opportunity to present your research. You may have to compromise to please your advisor and committee members. So prioritize these expectations, but treat them all as important so as not to compromise your getting the degree. It's rare to see someone starting on a doctoral program just to get all that dissertation.